The emergency beacon screamed across subspace frequencies, and I, Commander Valth of the Galactic Survey Corps, made what I would later recognize as a catastrophic error in judgment. I answered it. The planet designation was KX 7749, though the humans had apparently decided that was too boring and renamed it Murderworld. How charmingly optimistic. The atmospheric readings made my breathing sacs constrict. Sulfuric acid rain every 6 hours, gravity at 2.3 standard, temperatures swinging from boiling to freezing within a single rotation, and radiation levels that would cook most species from the inside out. The Galactic Council had classified it as Class-9 lethal, which meant don't even think about it unless you enjoy becoming vapor. Naturally, we found a human there. Living. Thriving. Even. His name was Webb, and when my shuttle descended through the toxic clouds, dodging lightning strikes that could obliterate a small moon, I spotted his settlement in a valley that should have been geologically impossible. But there it was, a farm. An actual, functioning farm with rows of crops that glowed faintly purple under the radiation-soaked sky. Next to it stood a workshop belching smoke, and beyond that, a modest dwelling made from what appeared to be compressed volcanic rock and good intentions. "You the rescue team?" Marcus called out as I emerged from my shuttle, my environmental suit straining against the crushing gravity. He wore a simple cloth shirt and pants. No helmet. No protective gear. Just a man standing in acid rain like he was checking his mail. Ah, yes. My translator struggled with the appropriate level of concern. "Are you aware that you are breathing an atmosphere that contains enough toxins to liquefy most carbon-based life forms?" He shrugged. "Yeah, it's a bit spicy at first. You get used to it." Spicy. He described an environment that violated 17 different survival protocols as spicy. The beacon indicated a crash landing and critical life support failure, I said, trying to maintain professional composure while my suit's alarms screamed about external contamination. "We came to extract survivors." "Oh, that." Marcus scratched his beard, which was impressively full for someone who should have been a skeleton months ago. "Yeah, my ship did crash. 8 months back. The beacon must still be running. Sorry about that. Should have turned it off. Want some coffee?" Before I could explain that I could not remove my helmet without dying immediately, a sound emerged from behind the workshop. A sound that made my species' ancient prey instincts activate with prejudicial enthusiasm. 3 creatures prowled into view, each easily the size of my shuttle. "Ah, don't mind them," Marcus said cheerfully. "That's breakfast, lunch, and dinner." The creatures were apex predators, clearly. 6 legs each, scales like armored plating, teeth that could probably chew through titanium, and eyes that tracked me with the focused interest of a creature deciding whether I was food or just entertainment before becoming food. "You named them after meals." I managed. "Well, yeah. They tried to eat me when I first got here. Seemed funny." He walked toward the nearest one, the beast that could swallow him whole, and scratched under its chin. It made a rumbling sound that shook the ground beneath my feet. "We're buddies now." My tactical analysis subroutines completely gave up. "How?" I said slowly. "Are you alive?" Marcus grinned. "Honestly. Spite, mostly. This planet killed my ship, destroyed my supplies, and the first week I was here, I got struck by lightning twice, fell into a lava tube, and got chased by these 3 for 6 straight days." He gestured at the massive predators, who were now playing with each other like puppies. Terrifying, radiation-proof, acid-resistant puppies. So I figured, you know what? No, this planet doesn't get to win. I'm staying. I searched for words. "That's insane." "Probably," he agreed. "But I built an irrigation system that converts the acid rain into usable water. Those crops. Genetically modified them myself using salvaged equipment from my ship. They actually thrive on the radiation now. And the forge." He pointed at the smoking workshop. "Turns out this planet has some incredible mineral deposits. I've been crafting tools, building infrastructure. It's kind of nice, actually." "You've been here 8 months," I repeated. "Alone. On a Class-9 death world. And you started farming. And blacksmithing," he added helpfully. "Also been teaching the girls some tricks." He indicated the 3 apex predators. "Breakfast can fetch." "Well, she fetches boulders, but still." One of the creatures, apparently breakfast, dropped a rock the size of my torso at Marcus's feet, tail wagging. "Or at least, the spiked appendage that might have been a tail wagged. I need to file a report about this, I said weakly. Cool. But seriously, do you want coffee? I've been growing beans in the back. They taste a bit like burning rubber and regret, but it's caffeinated, and that's what matters. Somewhere in my training, there should have been a protocol for this situation. There wasn't. Mr. Webb, I said carefully, galactic regulations require me to evacuate you from hostile environments. He looked around at his farm, his forge, his 3 enormous murder pets who were now rolling in what I could only assume was toxic sludge, and then back at me. I'm good, he said. That's when things got complicated. You're refusing evacuation, I said, my translator adding what I hoped was appropriate incredulity to my tone. From a planet that is actively trying to kill you. Right now? Constantly. Marcus considered this while casually swatting away a flying creature that resembled a cross between a wasp and a meteor. It disintegrated against his hand with a wet crunch. See, that's where you're wrong. The planet tried to kill me. Past tense. We've reached an understanding now. An understanding. Yeah, I don't mess with the lava geysers between 14 and 1600 hours, and the planet doesn't drop rocks on my house anymore. He said this like it was perfectly reasonable. Mutual respect. I pulled up my scanner, desperate for data that would make sense. Mr. Webb, sensors indicate your bone density has increased by 40%. Your cellular regeneration is operating at 12 times baseline human standard, and your body is producing compounds that don't exist in any known medical database. Huh, that explains why I can lift the forge anvil now. That thing weighs, like, 900 kilos. 900 kilograms. He lifted 900 kilograms. For reference, standard human capability topped out at maybe 150. The planet is changing you, I said. Or maybe I'm changing it. Marcus walked toward his crops, and I followed, my suit's servos whining under the gravity. Look at this. Terran tomatoes, but they've adapted. They're processing the radiation, filtering the soil, making it less hostile. In another year, maybe 2, this valley will be habitable by normal standards. That's remarkable, I admitted. Then reality reasserted itself. But it doesn't change the fact that you're one human on a death world. What happens when equipment fails? When you get injured? When something goes wrong? Then I fix it, heal up, and solve the problem. He plucked one of the glowing tomatoes and bit into it. The juice was luminescent. Want one? They taste like regular tomatoes, but with a kick. And they might make you see sounds for a few hours, but that's probably fine. I'll pass. Lunch, the middle predator, ambled over and nudged my leg with her head. The impact nearly knocked me over, even through the suit's stabilizers. She made a curious chirping sound that seemed anatomically impossible for something with so many teeth. She likes you, Marcus said. That's rare. Usually she tries to eat visitors. Usually? There have been others. Well, you're the first. But hypothetically. A rumble shook the ground. My sensors went berserk. That's normal, Marcus assured me. Earthquake. Happens every few hours. The really big ones only hit weekly. The crops didn't even sway. The forge kept smoking. The 3 predators yawned. You've stabilized your structures against seismic activity, I observed, genuinely impressed despite my mounting existential confusion. Had to. Lost the first 2 houses before I figured out the right foundation technique. He pointed at the dwelling. That one's built into the bedrock, with flexible joints at key stress points. Engineering wasn't my specialty before, but you learn fast when the alternative is getting crushed. What was your specialty? I sold insurance. Of course he did. Mr. Webb, I have orders to bring back survivors. My superiors will ask questions if I return without you. Tell them I'm colonizing. He spread his arms wide. Seriously, I've been thinking about this. This planet has resources nobody's tapped because everyone assumes it's uninhabitable. But what if it's not? What if humans, with the right modifications and adaptations, could turn places like this into thriving settlements? I paused. That's actually a fascinating proposal. But the Galactic Council will never approve human expansion into Class-9 zones. The liability alone, then don't tell them it's approved. Just tell them you found a stubborn idiot who refused rescue. Marcus grinned. Which is technically true. Dinner, the largest predator, suddenly raised her head, scales bristling. Marcus's expression shifted instantly from relaxed to alert. What is it, girl? The creature growled, a sound that made my species' ancient memories scream about predators in the dark. "We've got incoming," Marcus said quietly. "Something big." My scanners confirmed it. A massive life form, approaching from the northern ridge. Classification, unknown. Estimated mass, 20 tons. Threat level, extreme. "You should get in your shuttle," Marcus said, his tone conversational but firm. "This might get messy. What are you going to do?" He walked to his forge and emerged with a hammer that glowed red-hot along its striking surface. "What I always do. Negotiate." The creature that crested the ridge defied description. Imagine if nightmares could breed with geological formations, and you'd be halfway there. It roared, and the sound shattered 3 of my shuttle's external sensors. Marcus stepped forward. His 3 predators flanked him, battle-ready. "All right, ugly," Marcus called out. "You've got 2 choices. Turn around and leave, or find out why breakfast here is named breakfast." Spoiler alert, she ate the last thing that threatened us. The creature charged. What happened next violated several laws of physics, and at least 2 conventions about biological possibility. Marcus moved faster than my sensors could track, the hammer swinging in arcs that left afterimages. His 3 companions attacked with coordinated precision that spoke of months of training. The fight lasted 90 seconds. The creature retreated, limping and decidedly less confident about its place in the food chain. Marcus returned, barely winded, hammer still glowing. "See? Understanding. Now it knows this valley is off limits." I stood there, my suit's medical sensors insisting I was experiencing shock. "Mr. Webb," I said finally, "I'm going to file a report recommending this planet be reclassified." "To what?" "Human territory. Because apparently, that's what it is now." He laughed, the sound genuine and warm. "Want to stay for dinner? I caught something that tastes like chicken." "Well, angry chicken. Radioactive angry chicken." I should have said no. I should have returned to my ship, filed my report, and never looked back. "Does the coffee really taste like burning rubber?" I asked instead. "Absolutely." "Then yes. I'll stay for dinner." Sometimes, you don't rescue humans. Sometimes, you just document the moment they decided an impossible situation wasn't impossible enough. Commander Valth, Survey Corps, signing off, and trying very hard not to think about the fact that the coffee was actually pretty good. So what did you think? Did this story surprise you? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this sci-fi story, please hit the like button. It really helps the channel grow. And don't forget to subscribe for more mind-blowing science fiction stories every week. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next story.